Hello, Steve Mills here, and welcome back to the Association of Prudent Marketing weekly video. It's great to be back talking to you today, and I got a question for you to kick off. Well, I've actually got a question, and I've got 3 tips. That's what today's video is going to be about. So my question is, quite bluntly, why are you not already more successful than you really are? Now you may think, well, it's a bit harsh, Steve. You know, I'm doing my best, I'm working hard, I'm signed up to your program here. But I really ask this question with serious intent. What is wrong with your business? And what I recommend you do, and why I ask the question, is why don't you sit down with your team and just brainstorm that basic question, which is, why aren't you more successful, and what's wrong? What's wrong with your business right now? What I want you to do is not only brainstorm that, but then when you've got, let's say, a list of, let's hope it's not hundreds of things, let's say you've got a list of, we did this recently in our business, and we got a list of 10 things that we felt were wrong with our business. And that doesn't mean, you know, our business is wrong. It just means areas that we thought, you know, could be a little bit better. Maybe we're not doing it as well as we could. And so we brainstormed and we got 10. What we then did is prioritize those. Some of them were really little things, like, you know, we're going to get a bigger office. Our office is not quite big enough, and we're sort of, you know, struggling a little bit in terms of size. So it's just things like that. That was a sort of, I suppose, a medium-sized thing. But anyway, think, what are the 10 things, or however many you've got? Then prioritize them, maybe A's, B's and C's, and then select what I'd call the top 3. What are the 3 biggest problems, the 3 things that are really right now preventing you from seriously growing that business, and start working on them. You know, give yourself 3 months to improve those 3. Then when you've done that, select the next 3 most important, and spend the next 3 months overcoming them. And in 6 months' time, hopefully, if you've really committed to doing this, you'll have significantly improved the 6 biggest problems that you've got in your business. Now, yeah, I hope, I really do, that you see, like I do, that is well worth the whole problem. You know, this problem that you've got has just been, you know, you've taken the first step, actually realizing what it is, via listening to this video. So I really hope you take an understanding of this and how important it could be to your business. Because one of the problems with me coming to you from video is, you know, what are you going to do? I know I keep talking about this every single week. I'm going on and on and on about taking action, because that's what's going to get you results, as we all know. There's no point joining the gym and never going there. You've got to go there on a consistent basis. So I really, really hope you take action on what I've just said. The second thing I said I was going to do is to deliver 3 tips. And these 3 tips are basically around sales. And what I want you to sort of think about to start with, tip number 1, is what I call lukewarm calling. What do I mean? Well, for me, there's nothing worse in the world than cold calling. Calling people who don't know me, have never heard of me. They have no interest probably in what I'm about to offer them. It's far better to lukewarm call. And so that's my first tip, lukewarm call. So where are your lukewarm calls? Well, they're in your prospect list. Hopefully, and I really do hope this, you're using email marketing and you're emailing people at least twice a month. You're probably aware I email people about twice a week. And one thing I can tell you about those people, they all know me. I phone them up and they go, "Oh, Steve, yeah, get your emails, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah." So I'm not having to cold call people to start with. The other place to to lukewarm call people is LinkedIn. You know, you can lukewarm call people on LinkedIn, people who know you, they've connected to you, especially people who've just connected. You know, they send me a message saying, "Will you connect, Steve?" And I go, "Yes." Pick up the phone. "Hi, Steve here. You asked me to connect. I've just done so. It's great to speak to you. Fantastic to have you as part of my LinkedIn team. Tell me, how's business? How are you doing? Tell me a little bit more about what you do. You know, how's that work?" Da 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 da. Build up that relationship, and either in that call or maybe a subsequent call or email, we start to move them down that sales pipeline, let's say. So that's one thing. The second thing is, one of the difficulties in making those calls, even if it is a lukewarm call, is getting past someone that I call the rejectionist, or most people call the receptionist, yeah? The person whose job it is to field salespeople. In other words, to stop them getting through to that person, the managing director or whoever it is. Their job is to stop them getting through to that person. Now, nothing's perfect, nothing works every time, but what I can tell you is what I do. I do something like this. I will call that person and I will say to them, "Hi, could I speak to Ian? It's Steve." Simple as that. Now, what have I done? Well, what I haven't done is told a lie. I've not said anything untoward. I've not done anything I believe unethical. But I've sort of planted a seed in here that, you know, Steve knows Ian. And the receptionist is thinking, who is this person? He clearly knows Ian. I'll put him through. Now, doesn't always work. It's not. Nothing does, I don't think, in my experience anyway. But this certainly gets me past a lot of receptionists, shall we say. And it's certainly far better than, "Oh, it's Steve Mills from the Prudent Marketer. You know, is Mr. Smith in?" You know, that's too informal, and as soon as you mention the word marketing, you know, you're probably not going to get past the person anyway, because they immediately think, he's trying to sell them something. So, you know, just test it, try it. You know, "Hi, my name's Steve. Could I speak to Michael, please?" And there's a perception that the receptionist knows. That Steve knows Michael, not the receptionist. The receptionist definitely knows Michael because it's her boss or his boss. Okay, the third element or the third tip is, when I'm in a meeting, getting a better understanding of what that meeting is, and really positioning the meeting as what we're going to do today. And the way I do this is simple. Whether it's a one-to-one meeting or a telephone call, I would say something like this. The purpose of our call or meeting today is to do three things. Firstly, for you to give me an update on where you are and how business and your marketing is currently progressing. Secondly, to find out what challenges you currently have. And thirdly, to discuss how we can help you. Does that sound fair? That's how I do it. Now, what I'm trying to get to here is your version of that. That might be your script. That might be something you can just adapt for you. But it might also be, you know, something you want to adapt in a different way, make it a little bit different. The importance is that you're going to have a script, a way of opening that phone call or that meeting. Okay, and that's the key. It's not just about doing it the way Steve says, although you might want to do that, and you've got, you know, I'm absolutely cool with you just copying what I've said and using that. But what I really want you to do is to set up some form of system, if you will, for opening up a meeting. Okay, so that's about it for this week. It's taken 9 minutes and 32 seconds as I speak right now. And, you know, I seriously believe that those 9 minutes and 32 seconds are just the best value that you could possibly get from a 9 or 10 minute video. You know, the first part was probably, you know, arguably one of the most important questions you can answer in your business. And then we had 3 great tips. I hope you believe, I certainly do, and I know they've helped me grow my business. So don't cold call, lukewarm call. Make sure you have a script for getting past the rejectionist, and make sure you have an opening line for opening any meeting in a really professional manner. And don't forget, why are you not more successful than you already are? What are the biggest problems that you face in your business? Thank you ever so much for listening, and I really hope you take action, and I really look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thank you.